Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to talk about embedded questions. What is an embedded question? So, a question, an embedded question that is used or found in another question or statement. We will see examples. We mostly use regular questions, right? When we want to ask questions, when we want to get information from someone, we use WH form words. Those are called regular questions. Here, look at the first example. How do you sleep? It is a regular question and it follows the normal structure. Look at next two sentences. May I know how you sleep? This sentence is correct. This is called embedded question. Why it is called embedded question? Because how you sleep is a question and it is found in another question. May I know how you sleep? Here I have changed the structure a little. Look at third sentence. May I know how do you sleep? This sentence is wrong. It is like double questioning. Don't use two questions in a sentence or in a statement, right? So in second sentence, may I know how you sleep? Here, when it comes to regular question, after WH form word, we directly use helping verbs do, does, am, is, are. When it comes to embedded questions, we don't use like that. After WH form word, we use the subject after verb. Verb comes at the end. And both regular questions and embedded questions, we put question mark at the end. There is no doubt in that. We will see another 2 to 3 examples to understand the concept easily. Second example, where do you want to go? Yeah, it's a regular question because after WH form word, we directly use verb, helping verb, that is do. Look at the second sentence. Do you know where you want to go? It is an embedded question. First two sentences are correct. When it comes to third one, do you know where do you want to go? Here it is like double questioning. So in this sentence there are two questions. Do you know? That is first one, and second one, where do you want to go? So we should not use two questions in a statement or in a sentence. Look at the structure carefully. Where do you want to go? After where, we have directly used helping verb do. In embedded question, do you know where you want to go? Where you want to go? After WH from word, we directly use the subject and verb comes at the end of the sentence. And we put question mark to both questions, regular questions and embedded questions. This is clear, right? We will see another 3 examples. Third example, which movie did you watch last night? Yeah, it's a regular question and structure is very clear. Could you tell me which movie you watched last night? So instead of using did, I have removed did and used normal structure. Could you tell me which movie you watched last night? And we put question mark at the end. Look at the third sentence. It is actually wrong. Could you tell me which movie did you watch last night? Here two questions are there in the statement. That's why it is wrong. Okay. If you really want to know the difference between a regular question and embedded question, you just take some examples. Here so far I have discussed 3 examples, right? After WH form word, we directly use the helping verbs for in regular questions. When it comes to embedded questions, after WH form word, we use the subject and the verb comes at the end of the sentence. We will see another 2 examples. Fourth example, what do you eat in the breakfast? Yeah, after WH form word, have used do, which is an helping verb. Okay. Second sentence, may we know what you eat in the breakfast? Here, this is called embedded question. So, may we know what you eat in the breakfast? Look at the third sentence. May we know what do you eat in the breakfast? I hope you are able to find the difference. So we put a question mark at the end of regular question and embedded question. So an embedded question is found inside another question or a statement or in a sentence. This is clear, right? What do you eat? Here after what I have used do. In embedded question, what you eat? What do you eat? What you eat? This is the difference. You have to keep it in mind. It is like a polite way of asking. Why do we use embedded questions? If you want to be more polite, then use embedded questions. You can ask regular questions. Where do you go? Where did you go last night? And where do you want to go? And how much time do you need to sleep? And how much time do you spend in completing your homework? These are all regular questions, right? We'll see final example. Final example. When will you go to Bangalore? So this sentence is perfectly correct. It is a regular question. Like we ask WH form questions. Look at the next two sentences. Would you let me know or would you tell me when you will go to Bangalore? And look at the third sentence. Would you let me know when will you go to Bangalore? This structure is wrong actually. If you want to be correct grammatically, then use the structure. Would you let me know when you will go to Bangalore? So you cannot say when will you go to Bangalore? It is the wrong usage. You can directly ask when will you go to Bangalore, or if you want to be polite, then ask embedded questions. Would you let me know or would you tell me when you will go to Bangalore? I hope you can find the difference. When will you go to Bangalore? When you will go to Bangalore? We use verbs at the end of the sentence. In regular questions, we use verbs immediately after WH form words. This is the main difference. Okay. I hope this is clear, right? So embedded questions are like alternatives. If you don't remember, definitely we remember regular questions. We mostly ask regular questions, but try to use embedded questions next time when you are talking to someone. That's how you sound natural and you sound polite. Okay, try to be polite. Thanks for watching.